Hi dears, happy morning. So now we are into the EISSM decoding for MTP RTP sessions. This today I am taking up the RTP for November 22. When it comes to your November 22, we will automatically say this is going to be so very important for us to know how the exam questions is going to come for your November 22. Always we say that the RTPs and MTPs of the last 1 year or 2 years maximum is going to be very crucial unless and until there are so many amendments that's happening. I know that you will be expecting for my expected questions on all my theory subjects. So first I'll give a small introduction about what I do. I am CSR Bharath Kumar, founder faculty SHREE RAJAMATHANGI Academy. Now we start taking up CA Foundation, Inter and Final. CA Foundation, I handle Business Economics, BCK, Business Laws and BCR. That means out of 4 papers, I cover 2 papers. For Inter, I take all the theory papers, Corporate and Other Laws, EISSM, Auditing and Assurance, and your Economics for Finance. For Final, I take both the laws, paper 4 and paper 6D. Now, this is my small way of telling what I'm doing, and I'm also a regular faculty in ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. I take lectures also in Institute of Company Secretaries of India. I'm a faculty in Shiv Nadar University for CA Foundation and CA Intermediate, guest lecturing in various other places of Chennai also. So that is also going to be there, and that is going to be most crucial aspect for us to cover your EISSM. Now, let's go into the RTP questions. Section A, I wanted to put the video off. I don't want to put anybody with the video on so that it becomes disturbing. Who is that? It's me. Anybody with the name, it's me. I wanted to put your video off. If you are very comfortable sitting in a place to attend a class, I am perfectly fine. Otherwise, please put your video off. Okay, perfect. Now coming back. Enterprise Information System. We'll start with multiple choice questions. There is a scenario based question that they will ask, and from there we will have to start decoding. Now let's go one after another. Since 1990, RS Limited have been one of the most leading companies in pulses. Now, I wanted you to remember what type of company it is. Then we will say, lately in 2019, with the purpose of expanding the business, it started with spice, and they told various things relating to the spices. They wanted to develop the infrastructure, and they did not stop there. They used various data analytics techniques. Now, the keyword and all I'm slowly underlining. Data analytics techniques to predict the customer's behavior and probability. Okay. So till now, there is no big information. They are only telling you they wanted to expand the business and they wanted to consider promoting their products using the data analytics techniques. Next, they also said, based on the results of said analysis, the management of RS Limited selected a supplier and obtained the requisite equipment to increase the production and produce your quality. At that time, XY Limited had a policy to offer a discount of 2% of its customers if the cash payment is made within 7 days. Guys, now why I am reading all this, though it is not going to be irrelevant, is we may not know what they are indirectly trying to say. So I am reading everything. However, RS Limited made the payment of 5 lakhs after 10 days using RTGS. Now, when I say RTGS, you will say digital payment, which is from your chapter number 4 of your EAS, real-time gross settlement, and did not avail the discount offered installed on the machine. Furthermore, RS Limited decided to expand the business by collaborating with various renowned e-commerce websites. Now, you know e-commerce websites. I am talking about chapter number 4. E-commerce, M-commerce, and emerging technologies. First, before that, guys, you should understand what are the 5 chapters that we have for your EISSM. Number 1, BPA. Number 2, finance and accounting. In finance and accounting only, data-related concepts like data analytics, data warehousing, data mining, and all will come. RTGS, It is again digital payment from chapter number 4. E-commerce websites, again it is going to be relating to your chapter number 4. In e-commerce websites, there are various amendments like e-auction, e-malls, like that, various concepts that they have amended has come. Now I'll continue the question. Now they wanted to expand it by doing it by re-owning the e-commerce websites where they give all the products to the customers. These websites will display the electronic catalog of RS Limited, and in return, RS Limited shall pay the website suitable for your revenue sales generating from this. Now, till now, that's not going to be a big impact. Till now, whatever we studied is not going to be a big deal. Now, this I wanted you to know that it is going to be important. Why am I telling this important? Because now only they are saying what are the following changes that they try to do in the setup. Number 1, organization security policy shall be made more robust and business continuity. Guys, people who are attending my class, what is the ISO number I told you when I say information security? ISO what?
27,001.
27,001. Very good. 27,001. And what is the year?
2013.
2013. Fantastic. So now you know where I am connecting. You should know where to break the story, where not to break the story. What is material, what is not material. So first thing we told. Next, to mitigate the risk of unauthorized entries. To mitigate the risk, where have you studied this word?
Treatment of risk and the 4 treatments.
Correct. The 4 treatments, which is called risk management strategy. We will remember 4 T's. You remember? Tolerate or accept the risk, terminate or eliminate the risk, transfer or share the risk. Then you will have treat or mitigate the risk. So the treating, the mitigating the risk is what they are asking. Next, to enhance the physical security, like deployment of all the security guards, installation and all. What access control is this? Guys, people who are attending my class are people who studied EISSM. What access control? Physical security means very good. Physical access control, we would have already told, based on your resources, based on your audit, you will have, based on resources, you will have physical access control, logical access control, and environmental control. Here we are talking about physical access control. Very good. Now, based on the above scenario, now tell me the question. That's what they are talking about. Now, the company RS Limited decides to buy the new equipment of whatever they wanted to bring the latest businesses of spices. Now, which risk management strategy? Okay, give me a minute. Okay, I think there is a small problem in writing this. Give me a minute. I'll just wipe this off and then we'll start. Okay, so when I'm talking about this, we were talking about what are the equipments. Okay, give me a minute. So the company that they are talking about on RS equipment that they are going to talk about, we said based on the above requirement, what and all going to be there, so we can accordingly take it. The RS Limited decides to buy new equipment. Which management strategy is being exercised if they decide to buy machines? Guys, anybody can tell the answer? Tolerate the risk, terminate the risk, transfer the risk, treat the risk. What you will
Treat the risk.
Why you said the treat the risk? Because you said it is mitigation? No. The company RS Limited decides by equipment for its latest business of spices. Which risk management is being exercised by the management? That means what they are doing now.
Terminate the risk.
Decided. Will they eliminate the whole risk? Transfer is sharing the risk. To whom they are sharing with? No.
Terminate the risk.
Terminate the risk is when you eliminate the risk totally, they will not be able to buy new equipment. What are the already the risks that they were talking about?
Tolerate.
The tolerate the risk is going to be the keyword. That is what is going to be remembered. So what they are saying is whatever the risk they are tolerating, it is going to make your job very, very, very simple. And that's what I wanted also you to bring. Now, this is going to be first point that they will talk about. Okay. Yes, I will go to the second one. Before we go to the second one, just understand what is the first one. So I hope you are able to understand what is this first one. Why they are saying tolerate the risk is going to be very simple, because whatever the risk management they have already exercised, they wanted to, if they decided to buy new machineries from XY, they should already have a toleration of all the risk. So only they can try to bring the new risk and control. Okay, second one. Which type of core banking services is being used by RS Limited to make the payment to XY Limited for the purchase of it? Now, will they do collection, or will they remit, or will they clear, or any advances? When you make payment, what you will say? What is the keyword you will say?
Remittance.
Remittances. Very good. So tolerate the risk, I will underline. Remittances, I will underline. Guys, you should understand one thing. The keyword that they asked in the previous point, that cannot be the answer directly. The answer that they are going to talk about is relating to what they have already done. Because of you saying mitigating the risk, you should not write treat the risk. You should be very, very strong saying that what they have already done, and that is what is going to be the point. Yes. Now, when there are two important points to cover. Now, I will tell you what is going to be the keyword. Here in RTP, they have told openly it is terminating the risk. But I will tell you why it is tolerating the risk. Already, when you wanted to tolerate something, and then accordingly, when you exercise by the management, you will have to tolerate with whatever is being told, and then only you will decide to buy new machinery. But as per RTP, if you say, they have told terminating the risk. Now, the beauty is, depending on the perspective of understanding the concept, there are two ways you can interpret. What is being exercised by the management? In this, two dimensions are there. One dimension is what they have already done. That is number one. Number two, how they wanted to stop something and go forward is another one. So there are two ways you need to remember. So tolerate the risk for me is going to be the correct answer. Might not be matching with the institute, but tolerating the risk is going to be the perfect answer. So if you write terminate, I'm still okay, but don't bring treat or don't bring transfer the risk, because the question is slightly tricky. For me, tolerating the risk is the answer. Okay. Now, I'm very, very clear on the first two things. For the third one, for new business of spices, they decided to collaborate with renowned e-commerce websites through online mode. Which of the following term related to e-marketing best fits the case? Now they have e-malls, they have buyer aggregator, they have e-auction, and they have e-distribution. Now, when they wanted to give it all under one line, will you go for a big place like mall, or you will auction, or you will just distribute, or you will aggregate the buyers? What you will do? When you have a big place for you to give a commercial website, what you will use the word? Malls, or aggregators, or e-auction, or e-distribution? What is the answer, guys?
E-distribution.
E-distribution, because you say it is commerce website, we should not say it is e-distribution. No, that's not the answer. I told you the amendment that they have is going to be relating to your e-malls. E-malls is going to be the answer for a simple reason. They are selling the products through online. They create more like malls inside that, and each of the product specialization will be matching that. So they are saying spices alone. So when they wanted to have a big mall, a particular product or service, they will connect with e-mall. Now, I'll also tell you this. Sir, will this be the way that they will ask a question in the institute? Might or might not. But whatever the concept, based on what I am telling, if you remember, it is going to be easy. Now, the next one. Considering the expansion of business, they use various data analytics tools to predict the consumer's behavior. What they will predict? The customer's behavior or consumer's behavior. Now, based on this keyword, are you able to find any answer? Numerical analysis, data warehousing, predictive analysis, and data mining. Can you tell me the answer? If you predict customer's behavior, what analysis you will do? When you predict customers' behavior, what analysis, guys?
Data mining.
Predictive
Predictive
analysis.
analysis.
They have openly told predictive. So you don't need to do anything by mining. Mining it is unfocused. You have never done it before, but they have already predicted customers' behavior. It is called predictive analysis. Data mining, when I told you in the class, I would have told unfocused or strategic surveillance type of information, not open information. Now I will quickly take you through the fifth one, then we can accordingly say. RS Limited decided to restrict the unauthorized access in the company by changing its employee attendance system from manual to biometric. Now that means what? From physical access control to logical access control. What control in application control framework you will have? Now listen carefully. The answer is DC iPod overall. Overall, I am talking about what control? Overall, I am talking about the application control. Boundary control, communication control, input control, processing control, output control, and database control. So that's what they would have given here in the choice. Now, when I wanted to make it to biometric, that means even before I go inside the office, even before I go inside the access of the system, I need to have a control. Is that input control or processing control or boundary control or communication control? Can you guess the answer?
Boundary control.
Very good. Boundary control. Now, these are the 5 MCQs that I've got. I'll again quickly take you through. For people who could not understand the first base, I will again repeat. What is already being exercised by the management? They wanted to decide the new machinery. In the RTP, they have told terminate the risk, but you can also tolerate the risk from RS Limited, and you can also manage it by the new machinery of XY Limited. So tolerate the risk also is perfect. Terminating the risk also is perfect. Any one answer, it is going to be there. Second, whatever you make as a payment, it will be remitted. That's what we'll say. Then e-marketing fitting best in the case because you are collaborating with various e-commerce websites. All the shops that you will have is under a mall. So that is called e-malls category. So the keyword you will have to remember this is collaborating with renowned e-commerce websites. That means it is not just one website, it is various websites. So you will have to go to e-malls. Next, data analytical tools. They predict the customer behavior. So the answer is predictive analysis. Here they make the payment. So the answer is remittances. So here they told which will have a biometric authentication. Even before you enter into the system, we will have boundary control. Are you clear till this, guys? The 5 MCQs. One MCQ here and there will always have a biased answer. But apart from that, you guys are able to tell the answer very good. Now you are clear with MCQ. Shall we go to the next level? Yes. Okay. Now see the next question that we are going to talk about. Risks are not always counted by, now I am directly going to the question, by implementing controls based on the types of risk and significance to business, certain risk management strategies are used. What? Explain the risk management strategy. Guys, tell me the answer. What are the risk management strategies I told you?
4 T's.
Very good. So this is what we did in the class. I told 4 T's. What are the 4 T's? Tell me now. Tolerate or very good.
Tolerate the risk.
Tolerate or accept the risk. Very
Eliminate
good.
the risk.
Termination or elimination of the risk. Very good.
Transfer or share.
Transfer or share the risk. Very good.
Mitigate.
Treat or mitigate the risk. Very good. For people who are taking the old syllabus, there will be a 5th risk that is eliminated. What 5th risk they removed?
Turn back.
Turn back or ignore the risk they removed. Very good. So there will only be 4 T's now. See the answer. Tolerate or accept the risk. Terminate or eliminate the risk. Transfer or share the risk. Treat or mitigate the risk. That's all is going to be the answer. So what I will do, I'll quickly color the keywords for your better understanding. Tolerate or accept the risk is otherwise called managing the risk. When you manage the risk, what is that? They said impact and probability is very low. Now, if you quickly remember, for the first MCQ, I told you can tolerate or accept the risk because they did not tell about whether the impact or probability of occurrence is low or high. Because we presume that it is low, I told it is going to be tolerate or accept the risk. but we can have biased options. There is going to be no problem. As far as know, it is going to be tolerate or accept the risk. That's what I told you. Now, the risk can be reviewed when the impact is remaining low. Please understand one thing, guys. I have taken the questions from the RTP and summarized. You cannot try to remember everything that's there when you write the exam, but the keywords are very important. I always concentrate on this class that keywords are going to be very crucial. If you know the keywords, you can frame your own sentence formation. There is no problem, but your answer paper should match with your key paper. So that's very important. Example is, you can try to have various examples when you wanted to predict anything in advance. You can accept the risk. That's not a big deal. So I have told a small example of risk acceptance is planning for potential production delay. That means what? We'll always say normal loss, abnormal loss. That means in certain places there will be a delay. You know that there will be a delay. Will you accept the risk? Yes, you will accept the risk. Next, terminate or eliminate the risk. When will you terminate or eliminate? High probability and impact value that you will try to have. It may be the best to modify any project strategy to avoid them altogether. The previous point, they did not say totally avoid. They said what was previously planned. So I said tolerate or terminate is going to be both same. When it is possible for you to associate with any technology supplier or vendor, you will eliminate by replacing the technology with more robust products and get the suppliers done. So what keyword I will try to say, I'll make it very simple. You will eliminate it by replacing the technology with more robust products and find the capable suppliers and vendors. Now, when you're using a small technology, when the technology wants to be replaced with more different product, that means you can try to terminate or eliminate the risk. In simple words, tolerate or accept means when the occurrence is very low. Terminate or eliminate the risk means when the high probability and impact value that you will have to change it altogether, you will try to find terminate or eliminate the risk. Transfer or share the risk is what they will say sharing with your trading partners and suppliers. Example is what I told you, outsourcing infrastructure. Guys, tell me one more example which I told in the class. What you will share with? You will transfer or share the risk with which person? The example I told you. Suppliers, correct. Suppliers, correct. But when you pay premium, to whom you will pay premium for insurance? What example I told you? The insurance providers, very good. So when I say the insurance provider, we will try to transfer or share the risk. See the point here. In such case, the supplier mitigates the risk associated with various IT infrastructure and give access to more skilled than the primary. Simple example is transferring the cost to insurance provider. Now I am talking about what? I am talking about the LIC example, which I told in the class. Transfer or share the risk. I hope you remember what I told, including the example I told in the class. Treat or mitigate the risk. When all the other options are eliminated, you will have to do what? You will have to ensure suitable controls must be devised and eliminated to prevent the risk from manifesting. A simple example is they will try to say the enterprise won't have a sufficient capacity. In that time, they will have a mitigation strategy to ensure that they have a suitable control. At least they cannot tolerate, they cannot terminate, they cannot transfer or share, but they can find a suitable control so that the risk does not again happen. How many risk and how many controls we studied in the class or in the institute material, you would know. We were talking about various controls. Preventive control, deductive control, corrective control. All these three controls will be there. Suitable controls must be devised means what? It will either be preventive, it will be deductive, or it will be corrective control. That's what they will talk about here. So we told this PDC very clearly. First question is done. So till this, we have told the risk management strategies. What is the next question? As the technology is taking new forms every day, the business process and standards adopted by various enterprises should consider different set of IT related risks and challenges from time to time. Discuss them. What risk they are asking, guys? Are they asking you business risk Are they
Technology
asking you technology risk? Very good, Bhavadharani. Correct. So technology risk or data related risk. She told openly technological risk because they have told technology is keep on be changing. So we should remember this. I told you technological risk. There are various points. Remember the heading or the side headings. You can itself write what is going to be there inside. So I'll go directly color the side heading so that it becomes easier for us to understand. Now, first, what is the first point? The IT related risk or challenges are what? First, downtime due to technology failure. Because if there are technical problems that is available, what you will do? Find a better technology. That is one risk. Frequent changes or obsolescence of technology. Because there will be wear and tear or obsolete or out of use, you will try to have a risk or challenge. All these are technology risk. Multiplicity and complexity of system. When you have too much of multiple digital platform, you will not be able to. Guys, please understand, people who are listening to the video, I am going directly hitting the keyword so that you will never have a problem in remembering. I told you, due to technical problems, there will be, or becoming, when there is obsolete, very quickly they will change. When there are multiple digital platform, you will change. Different types of control for different types is again a risk, because for each risk, you cannot place one technology. So too much of controls are required for technologies will be a proper legal regulatory requirement. That means if you are not able to manage that with the laws, rules and regulation, again, that will have a hit. Second, too much of outsourcing IT services, again, you will not be able to do because you should do it within the organization. Vendor related, if there are multiple vendors, may not be one, but multiple vendors, you will not be able to manage providing the information system components. Okay, when I say information system and components, guys, how many components are there in information system? Can you tell me? Third chapter. How many information system components are there? Five. Very good. Very good. What are they? Hardware,
software, network,
software,
users,
network,
users,
user, and database. Very good. Very good. So these are the 5 components. Now see here, automatically you will know what I'm talking about. For example, network failure, hardware failure, system software failure, application software services. In software itself, they will cover everything. So that's a easy way. Now see the link. We are now in chapter number 1. Chapter number 1 connected with chapter number 2 indirectly. Chapter number 2, I am connecting with chapter number 3 indirectly. Next, segregation of duties. If you are not able to define your roles, responsibilities, or authorities, again, you will have a problem. Next, external threats due to cyber fraud and crime. Cyber fraud and crime, what act you will have to remember and write here, guys? What cyber fraud crime means, what act and all you will remember? Can you tell me?
IT Act, sir.
IT Act, very good. IT Act 2000 you will study. For money laundering, what act you have?
PMLA.
PMLA, very good. PMLA, Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. Very good. So what am I talking about? I am saying for both these things to stop, you have act, but still there will be some cyber frauds and crime, which when you use internet, it is going to come. Okay, so that means what? I talked about hackers or cyber frauds and cyber crime. See what they have told. The risk of increased threat from hackers and others. Next, impact intentional or unintentional act of the internal employees. Again, that will be a problem because they might or might not know. I was talking about the ransomware attack example when I was taking the class, if you remember, correct? Without knowing or knowing, they try to create an impact and that creates a virus also. New or any other social techniques where the confidential credential should be there, but you socialize and you give that to open. Sometimes your mobile, you will not even log off from all the social medias and other things. You will just close and come. Anytime when they are able to unlock your phone, they'll be able to. Technology risk. Need for governance process to manage technology. If there is no proper governance process, again, you will have a hit. If there is no proper continued business operations, again, they will have a hit. Now, all these are the 13 points that we are talking about on technology risk. So I have already told the keywords also. If you remember 13 points, that itself is going to be a great deal. you cannot try to remember everything. So ensure bare minimum exemption is enough for you to understand this. Now I'll go to the next question. Guys, are you clear with technological risk? Yes. So
Yes, sir.
risk management strategies, we told about it. Then technology risk. Now, next one, chapter number 2, finance and accounting systems. We talked about what? We talked about ERP. Now let's go to the question. An organization, ABC Limited, has implemented ERP in its working environment. Mr. Karan is hired to conduct audit of ABC Limited's ERP system, for which he decides to segregate the audit in 2 parts. Now, you should understand audit in 2 parts means don't go to auditing and assurance. I have told separate types of audit there. Here I am talking about 2 datas, 2 audits. What are they? Audit of data, audit of process. Do you remember? We prepared a chart when you sit in the class so that audit of data means it will be into 2 control. What are the 2 control? Physical control and access control. Process means we said it is going to be functional audit and input validation. That's what they have asked in the exam question. So physical audit of data, physical safety and access control. You remember just now I told you physical access control and logical access control. When I said logical access control, they say very simply, we will try to bring something called RBAC. Guys, expand RBAC. What did I tell in the class?
Role-based access control.
Very good. Role-based access control. That means if I have access to one particular system, I can have access only to that. Nobody else will be able to have. Now I told you, ensuring access to the system is given on need to know basis. A junior accountant need not view profit and loss account and need to do basis. A HR executive need not record a purchase order. Everybody will have the role-based access control, and that's what we told already. For process, we have 2 things. One is functional audit. Based on the functions and departments, you will try to compare. For example, purchase process, sales process, all these things we said, and we make it strong. Okay, now I'll ask you one question. I connected that with categories of business process. How many categories of business process are there?
3.
3. Very good. How did you remember? What is the mnemonic I asked you to remember? Awesome
OSM.
is what we will try to remember. Very good. Why is OSM? Operating business process.
Supportive management.
Supportive business process, management business process. Fantastic. That's what they are saying. Each of them will try to do. Purchase process means what department? I told you a mnemonic. What is that I told you? Purchase means what department?
Operation.
Operational department, and I told P2P. You remember, guys?
Yes, sir.
What is P2P?
Yes, sir.
What is P2P?
Purchase to
Purchase to payment, procure to payment, we told. Sales means what did we say? Sales means what did we say? OTC. Very good. OTC or O2C, both are correct. Order to cash. Salary calculation, which department will do?
Payroll.
Payroll department. What department exactly it is?
HR.
HR department. Very good. Recruitment process, which department will do?
HR.
Again, HR department. Very good. Now, don't you think we connected all this now? We are in 2nd chapter, but I interconnected with chapter number 1. So only you are able to tell like this in a very thorough manner. Now, functional audit is done. What is the next one? Input validation. Checking for rules for input. What and all are the input? If you give it properly, output will automatically come. For example, a transaction of cash sales on a sales counter must not be in the rate and must not be recorded in a date other than today. For example, daily will you close cash or no? Daily
Yes,
will you close cash? Yes. Today's closing balance is tomorrow's what?
Opening balance.
Opening balance. So today's cash sales on sales counter, will you do today record or tomorrow you will record?
Today.
Today record. Will you do it yesterday or day after tomorrow? Today.
Today.
That's what they are saying here. In a date other than today, you should not record. Don't record it on a future date. Don't record on a back date, because the amount field must not be 0. It should not be empty. For that particular day, there should be an amount relating to the cash sale. That is called input validation. Are you clear with this question? I told you by way of a chart in the class. I told you audit of ERP. Divide it into two. Audit of data, audit of process. Audit of data, divide it into two. Physical access control, logical access control. Physical access control, arrow mark down, physical safety. Logical access control, arrow mark down, access control. Go to the other side. You will say auditing of process. Divide into two. Functional audit, input validation. Functional audit, each department. You remember, guys, formulation of functional strategies. That is your EISSM chapter number 6. Now we told relating to that, it can be purchase department, it can be sales department, it can be HR department. That's what I told very clearly. Input validation, that day, that job. That's what you will try to remember. Are we clear till this, guys? Your questions are pakka. Now shall we go to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now ERP environment has many business process modules. I am stopping here. How many business process modules are there?
11.
11. Very good. We told the numbers game. You remember? 11 business process modules are there. I told you any one question can come in the examination. They have asked in RTP. I told you every time when I guess a question, some 50-55 marks will come, and that's what they have asked. Now, can you tell me what business process module they have asked here? By reading this process will have a direct and indirect impact, out of which controlling module is one such module. What module they are asking now? Controlling module. Yes, controlling module. Which are the features of it? So you can easily remember. Now, before you go inside, I will say, I told you a mnemonic also. If I have not told, I will take you in the further classes. The answer is internal cap. Internal cap is how you will remember. When I say internal cap, you will try to remember C is 2, 3 is P is 3, and you will have activity-based accounting. Now, shall I tell you what is internal cap, guys? Internal is internal order. C, 2C, cost element accounting, cost center accounting. Anyways, you would have studied all this in costing. A, activity-based accounting. Then P is 3. What are the P is 3? Product cost, profitability, and profit center accounting. Easy to remember, guys. So always remember that there is a mnemonics we will tell in the class for every concept. The features of controlling module is very simple. Internal cap, 2C, 1A, and 3P is how you can easily remember. Now tell me what is I, guys? What is I? Internal is what? Internal order. Very good. What are the 2 C's? Cost element and cost center accounting. What is that 1A? Activity-based accounting. What is that 3P? Product related, profit related, and profit center related. These are the features. Now we'll go and cover the keywords. Are we ready for coloring the keywords? Yes. Now what is cost element? They are saying all the component relating to the cost and revenue and relating to the cost accounting, it will be covered. For simple example relating to all these accounts, cost center, internal order, and WBS. WBS they'll ask in MCQ, so be very careful. What is WBS? Work breakdown structure. So they will ask you this, so we should be careful about what is WBS. Now, cost center accounting, I told you all the departments based on that only, they will form the cost center. How many departments are there, guys? What do you know? How many departments I told you that's there?
6 departments.
6 departments. Very good. EISI, EISSM.
EISSM 6th chapter.
EISSM 6th chapter. Very good. You are telling it till the chapter level. Correct. EISSM 6th chapter, which is formulation of functional strategy. That's what I wanted you to connect here. When I wanted you to connect here, I told very clearly marketing, purchasing, HR, finance, information system, information technology, admin relating to HR, legal, shipping or receiving. Shipping or receiving means which department?
Logistics.
Very good. Logistics department. So logistics department. I told you, remember, connection of logistics and supply chain management, I would have told you in EISSM. Now see the beauty of EISSM. When somebody tells it's a theory paper or it is interconnected paper, you will have to believe it because it is highly interconnected between EIS and SM. How many connections I am giving only in RTP, you know that if you sit for a class, it will be going to be very important. Please read like this when you're reading it from the study material, or otherwise I can always help you. Now, what are the departments that we told? Everything we have tried to cover here. Next, activity-based accounting based on each process, based on each function. So what is the keyword I will color here? See the point that I'll color here, I'll use a different color ink so that it becomes easier. For every process, for every function, you will have a cost center, and that's what they will connect. Internal order. That means for every particular job, every particular service, every particular task, you will have a cost relating to it. For that, you will prepare something called internal order, which is for your better decision making. See the keyword alone I am underlining so that it becomes easier. Product cost controlling. When you manufacture anything, any product, any provision, any service, you will try to do cost controlling so that again for decision making at an optimal price, you will be able to do it. Profitability analysis, very simple. You will leave your leverage, you will talk about. Now, when you talk about leverage, how many leverages are there in financial management?
3.
3, very good. Now, why I am connecting FM? Because everything is interconnected. What are the 3 leverages? Operating, financial, and combined leverage. Very good. Now, when you say contribution, EBIT by EBT and all, based on your profit or your margin, they will try to say before tax, after tax and all, they will say. That's what is profitability. Profit center accounting, for each independent area, you will have one profit or loss. So when you say here, they will say profit or loss. But when you prepare a statement, you will prepare what statement? Profit and loss. Correct or not? So we told that very clearly. So this is going to be your chapter number 2. Guys, are you clear till this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So till 2 chapters, what and all we have covered? We have told the risk management strategy. We have told the technology risk. We have told one of them will come from your business process modules, and one from ERP. We told openly they have asked auditing relating to ERP. Now I hope you are clear with chapter till chapter number 2. What is chapter number 3? Now, telecommunication network. No, openly they told telecommunication network. What are the questions and all I told you guys? I told you 1, 2,
3, 4,
3. Very good. 4, 5. Very good. Now, 1 is going to be the definition of computer network. What is 2, guys?
5.
2 types. Very good. 2 types. See, they have asked types. So the types is 2. I have not even gone into the answer. You guys are rocking like anything. You are able to tell the answer. What are the 2 types of network?
Connectionless and connection network.
Very good. Connection and connectionless. That's the answer. I have not even gone to the question. Very good. Now 3, we told impact. And 4, we have other things. And 5, benefits. So benefits also they have asked you. Types also they have asked you. So 5 is going to be one of the question again asked. Now shall we go inside the answer and see? Yes. Now it's already there. Oriented, connection oriented network, connectionless network. Connection oriented. That word, small word is missing. No problem. Connection oriented network. Connection already we have told the keywords here. So don't worry about it. Connection is first established. That means what? With the connection, when you try to exchange data, it is connection oriented. Without prior connection, you exchange data, it is called connectionless or connection without connection network. Easy. First connection you establish, then you exchange the data. So in simple words, what I said in the class, very simple. First connection, then data exchange. Here, first data exchange. And then if you wanted to have connection, you might or might not have. So later, if I wanted, I can bring connection. But still, no prior connection is made before the data exchange. It is called connectionless network. As simple as that. 2 types are over. What are the benefits I told you? I told very simply, you can distribute the nature of information. Correct? First, wherever you want, We say globalization. You remember, guys, in strategic management, I told you used a word called globalization. What is globalization means? I told you integration of the world into one huge
Control over
market.
domestic market.
Very good. Control over the domestic market or compete with the domestic industries. Very good. So where they are saying it will be distributed geographically. In case of banking company, information, accounting information of various customers will be distributed all around the branches indirectly to make your consolidated balance sheet. Now you will study about this in AS21. Correct? Now I brought accounting also inside. I brought financial management. I brought auditing. I brought strategic management. I am bringing all the subjects that you have. This is how you will have to study in a professional course rather than mucking up by heart. Yes, mucking up also is important. I bring mnemonics fonts for it, but still don't muck it up because everything you cannot muck up and go and write in the examination. What is the second point? You will share it with the resources? Yes. In case of core banking system, central bank data is stored in a central data center across all the branches. Now, core banking system is which chapter, guys? Chapter number what?
5.
Chapter number 5. Very good. How many types of server you will study? 8 types of server you will study. And in that one of the type, they will talk about your storage of data center also. Anyways, that is a interconnected connection. What they are saying, resource sharing, many client, many server, that's what they will say. When they say client and server, what architecture you will remember? What architecture you will remember? Two-tier architecture. Very good. When there is one client and one server, it is what structure? Two-tier. When it is one client and two server?
Three-tier.
Three-tier architecture. Very good. So that's what I have been talking about. Resource sharing between the central location between various systems. Next, computational power. Through the ATM, you will try to bring power also because you will have to interconnect with many applications. Network means what? Interconnection of many computer or computer resources. Next, reliability. 24/7, it will be available. When I say 24/7, you will say core banking system. In a city where there are multiple machines, if one ATM fails, don't you think you will go to the next ATM?
Yes, sir.
You don't need to bother to the same bank you will have to go. You can go to any other bank for ATM and user communication. You can communicate through mail, you can communicate through news, you can communicate through video conferencing. Are you clear till this? Now, this is what is your 2 types and 5 benefits to remember and understand. What is the next one? For an organization, the data is a critical resource which needs to be managed. Discuss various data resource management control that should be well implemented. Now, how many managerial controls are there? Quickly tell me the mnemonics. 8 are there. Tell me the mnemonics. Very good. Tips?
Tips, sort, quality.
SOD quality. Very good. So in that, they are asking what? They are asking D. What is D? Data resource management control. I already told you very clearly in the class, one management control they will ask you. Every time they'll ask you like that. This time they have asked you data resource management control. How easily to remember? How easy to remember? See what I am doing. There are 6 controls. See what I am doing. A, access control. B, backup control. C, concurrency control. D, definition control. Then you will do updation with the quality. So how you will remember? A, B, C, D has to be updated with the quality. Easy to remember this mnemonics? Update with the quality. So update control, quality control. What is A? Access control. You can write all the physical access, logical access control. You can remember BC iPod also. I told you already what is BC iPod. What is B control? Backup control. They will say backup and recovery procedures are there. So you can accordingly remember. and make what are the different type of strategies that you will have for a backup. So you will have to remember. C, concurrency control. That means for every particular problem, there will be a solution, there will be a schedule, there will be a strategy. Concurrency, that means based on whatever the problem is, there will be some concurrent decisions or controls. D, definition control, where the database will ensure all the points will be considered. Then updation, what they will update to the authorized users, they will give all the update so that they are informed about the decision making. Whether you are adding a data or subtracting a data, all the data they will communicate updation with the quality, with accuracy, with completeness, with consistency, and with all the data, they will maintain everything. Is that easy to remember? A, B, C, D, you will have to update with quality. So remember data resource management control like this, you will never be able to forget. Are you clear? Yes. Next, e-commerce. When I told e-commerce, m-commerce and emerging technologies, how many emerging technologies are there?
11.
11 technologies. Now, including blockchain, we told 11 technologies. Very good. Quick answer. Good. Now, they are asking the grid computing in that. And then they have told you, identify that the issue and discuss its benefits. What are the benefits of grid computing? I have already given you in the keyword. I'll go directly to the concepts and keywords because I already told you grid computing means what? Many connections that they wanted to consider, they will ensure by partitioning, you do virtualization, but all the systems, when you connect it together to form a better supercomputer, you can have interconnection. So that means you will ensure resource balancing. You will utilize all the resources that is there, and there will be all the CPUs that is working at the same time to become one supercomputer. You can do virtualization also, and you can also have additional resource where you will be reliable doing that additional source. In simple words, I told grid computing includes virtualization, and these are the benefits that you have. Now I'll quickly color the keywords. What are the benefits that you will have? Making use of the underutilized resources. That means what? Even the server machine, when it is underutilized, they will try to have it. They will increase the efficiency by doing a resource utilization. Improve the performance and reliability. Next is resource balancing. They know how to balance the resources. They know how to manage the peak load because it is distributed. So resource balancing by scheduling all the grid jobs on machine with low utilization. In simple words, I told you the CA form articles example. When the auditor is having one particular machine, they would have connected with the server relating to A, B, and C. A also is connected with the auditor system, B is connected, C is connected. A and B is not interconnected, B and C is not interconnected. If, for example, A is on leave, the auditor will know how much job A has done. So easily from his system, he can tell what job is going to be assigned to B. If B also is absent on the next day, he will tell to C what A and B should have done, and he will know what they have already done in the job, so they can segregate. This is called what computing? Grid computing. Connected with the main server, all the other clients will be interconnected. Now, don't you think we are doing a resource balancing based on my example I told you? A's work is shared with B and C. AB's work is shared with C if they are absent. So resource balancing. Parallel CPU capacity is again most important. If you remember the side headings itself, it is going to be perfect. You can easily write example saying a perfectly scalable application will try to manage all the processes in such a way that your parallel CPU capacity is done. I told you grid computing includes virtualization. Virtualization means what? Many small servers are connected into, converted into a physical server. So that means they will ensure that they will combine all that together and then they will make it fully logical. What and all is physically available, all the combination or consolidation of physical server, they will add it and put it into a logical server. They will do partitioning, which you will not be able to see through your naked eye. That's called virtualization. and that's what they call it as virtual organization. Will you access additional resource when you have a grid computing? Yes, I told you for a main server, you can connect with any grid machines, you can definitely do. And this is what I told. Reliability, definitely yes. You can increase the reliability because it will be highly expensive hardware that they use. How much ever systems if you want to add also, yes, you can add. These are your benefits of grid computing. Next, last is management. Obviously, they will ensure uniform handle all the new opportunities for a better organization structure. The grid knows how to manage it perfectly well. Next, in a business, in a e-business environment, all the e-commerce and m-commerce transactions have various risks. Now they are talking about what? They are asking about the negative question, the risk that you have in e-business. Will you not write stories, guys? You will write better stories, but still you need to remember the keywords that is there. So I will color only the side headings so that it is easy. What are the various risks? First, privacy and security is a big problem. If you have threats and privacy issues, it is a big risk. Quality issue, big risk. Delay in goods. You ordered, they said within 4 days, 4 working days, and it has taken 10. You cannot have a control. Hidden cost. They would have striked and said 30% discount, and from 1,000 they would bring it to 700 rupees. But actually the cost would have only been 400 rupees. Hidden cost will be there. They will say bad weather, custom clearances, all those and all are indirectly included in your product itself. So you will not know what it is. Need access to internet. Without internet and without people's involvement, it is very tough. Security and credit card issue. Always be very careful with the credit card and debit card. If it's stolen or misused, it is going to be a threat. Infrastructure. That means you need to have a better network. You need to ensure that properly transportation should happen for that. If there is no Amazon, if there is no like Alibaba, then it is not going to be an easy way to transport. Problem of unanimity. That means you cannot have it only with one. You can buy it from anywhere, any place, so that the domestic producers will have a hit. Problem of unanimity. Repudiation of contract. They may sometimes cancel the contract without even telling you, without giving a proper reason. The trading partner or customer may be denied for a sale or a purchase. Lack of authenticity. It is not authentic. It is not reliable. You do not know. When you do cash on delivery, at least you can check the product. Otherwise, you will not. Data loss, theft, or duplication. Yes, if you transfer through internet, it can be lost, duplicated, tampered, or replayed. Attack from hackers. Anytime the hacker can come and attack your system. If you are unauthorized if you are having an unauthorized access, they can easily hack. Or if you don't have a proper boundary control, you will not be able to touch on that also. Denial of service. I already told you, when there is no availability of the system, where it is attacked by virus or any physical access or logical access control, it will be there. So for example, Flipkart, these attacks are very costly. 1 day, 2 days, Flipkart is attacked, gone. The customers cannot make purchases, so they will lose the reputation. Non-recognition of electronic transactions. Everything is electronic only. Otherwise, they will not bother. Lack of audit trail. Audit trail, I would have made you study this in your 3rd chapter when we are talking about the audit trails and controls. Problem of privacy. Everybody can duplicate when there is no copyright. Are we clear with the 4 chapters, guys? I am taking line by line with the keywords so that it becomes easier. Now, are you done with the chapter number 4?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So let's go to chapter number 5 on core banking system. Core banking system, what they are talking about. The technology component of core banking system allows the banks to deploy new state-of-art innovation and all as prescribed under the cyber security framework of RBI. What are the key measures to implement a network security and configuration? That means they are asking key measures to implement, which is going to be a new question, which is a different question, which I have already discussed from you in the class. But very simple it will be. Very, very simple. I'll use another coloring so that I will make it easy. When you have a multi-layered boundary defense, like server, proxy server, firewall, IDS, intrusion detection system, IDS and all, they will ask you this in the MCQ. What is IDS? Intrusion detection system. That means if any problem, it will be telling you what you should do, what you should not do. Next, different LAN segments for ATM and CPS branches. It is very easy to bring a proper network security. If there is a secure configuration, proper usage of router, hub, switch and all should be there. I told you about the routing issue when we were talking about telecommunication network. If we have proper router, hub, switch, great. Next, periodical security review of system and terminal. If you have, you will know what is your strength, what is your weakness. Now, when I'm talking about strength and weakness, I will connect with EISSM also. You remember? Determine the strength of the competitor, determine the weakness of the competitor. What question is that?
SWOT.
SWOT analysis. One more. In competition related question, what is that one question I talked about?
Competitive landscape.
Very good. Competitive landscape. So here also they are saying properly you need to identify the strength and weakness, not about the competitor, but about the system. That's the difference between EIS and EISSM. Identification of the risk. That means we said event identification. We already told in COSO framework, you remember that we wanted to talk about and make it stronger. Identification of the risk. So these are the 5 points that you will try to have for your key measure. Are you clear with this? Next, risk and control. They say most of the banks offer credit card. What is going to be their risk and what is going to be their control? I told you risk and control. I give you a very simple point. Do you remember that? What is your problem? What is your solution? I told you already this. Like this, I have not given table by table. One simple chart, I said I will give it to you. In that itself, everything will cover. Do you remember I told you this in the class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so that's what here they have told based on the common points. I'll quickly take you through. This is your last question for your EIS RTP. Credit line setup is unauthorized and not in line with the bank policy. What you will try to do, if this is the risk, don't you think you will form a committee? What committee you will form? Credit committee will be formed. They will check all the ratios. Now I'll use a different color ink. Now what they will try to do, they will check all the financial ratio, net worth, or the risk factor, mitigating factor, all the credit amounts based on the credit risk policy. They will check everything so that they will try to bring the credit line setup under control. Which committee will be formed? Credit committee. Next one. Credit line setup is unauthorized and not in line with the bank policy. Almost the same point, but still you will have a different access control. What they will say, authorize the credit limit. Ensure you restrict it with the authorized personnel. Don't give it to all the people. Only for authorized personnel if you keep, there are same problem, but different solutions. Problem and all I'll put into, solution and all I'll put it into tick. Masters defined for the customer are not in accordance with the certificate. Very simple. What you will do, access rights will be authorized so that you will give it only to the authorized personnel. For that you will do what? SOD. What is SOD, guys?
Segregation.
What is SOD? Segregation of duties. Very good. Very good. Segregation of duties you will do so that they will know what to segregate, when you will have to approve, when you will not approve. Next, credit line setup can be breached. Breached means what? Non-fulfillment of obligation. You would have studied this in Indian Contract Act 1872. Transaction cannot be made if the aggregate amount of the outstanding exceeds the amount of the credit limit. So they will keep it within the limit so that you will have no problem. You cannot go beyond the limit. So we will say within the limit it has to be done. Next, inaccurate interest or charge and all is calculated. What you will do make it ensure that automatical calculation that is there in the credit card system, so that you will define that in the master data. So again, a very simple way of covering. Inaccurate reconciliation performed. They do daily reconciliation. If you do, you will have no problem. Daily, if you don't do only, you will have a problem. Are we clear till this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Now what we have done, we have completed the EIS RTP questions. I have taken it step by step and we will ensure that we have covered it. I have already colored the keywords. I will also save the sheet. Listen carefully. I'll also save the sheet and I will update in my Telegram channel. You can go and get connected so that whatever keywords it's there, you don't need to sit and take a copy. You can take it from my Telegram channel itself. Are you clear? Now we will take a small break and we will come back and open your strategic management. 10 minutes break I'll give you so you can relax and come. After 10 minutes, we'll take strategic management and we'll make ourselves really, really strong. Are we clear? Shall we stop here, guys, for EAS and we'll continue with EISSM. Okay, shall we do like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take a break and come. Yes, guys, now we have completed EAS. We have taken enormous amount of conceptual clarity inside that, and we made it really, really strong that EAS is going to be not just a theory subject. With concept, you will be able to cover, and we have made it really strong. Now we are into the RTP section of your strategic management. EISSM is again easy, but we need to know the flow of understanding. I'll take you through the whole of case. I will color the keywords and we can make it accordingly strong. Now, what is that they have given as a case law here? We should accordingly mark it. What is this case law? Number 1. In July 2014, Fresh Air Hospitality and Resorts launched a minor project that is called Fit in Future. So the point is, they will say Fit in Future after being losses in 3 consecutive years. According to the analysis by the senior management, many customers were not returning and repeat sales of room were low. That means no sales properly having. No sale. The costs were also high. So with a lot of wastage also that's happening. If the losses were allowed to be continuing the survival, the organization is doubtful. Guys, when I say survival problem is happening, I'll again repeat. When I say survival problem is happening, what is that stage called?
Retrenchment strategies.
Retrenchment, turnout strategy.
Very good, very good. Retrenchment strategy is going to be the strategy that we will try to have. Now, if you wanted to bring the business again live, what strategy you will have to follow? Turn around strategy. Fantastic. So turn around strategy is what they wanted to bring in. Guys, I have not even told you the question. I have not also told you the option, but you are telling what strategy they will have to follow. Fantastic. You are doing a great job. Fit in Future project was organization-wide, employee-driven initiative, focused in reversing the trend and finding out on organization what it will survive. Focus was to provide on high quality service where finding new ways to deliver to improve the customer satisfaction and reduce cost. Now, they are using the word focus again and again. Guys, listen carefully. They are using the word focus again and again. Where will you use the word focus again and again in EISSM?
Michael Porter strategy.
Very good. Michael Porter strategy. How many Michael Porter strategies are there?
3 strategies.
3.
3 strategies. Very good. What is there?
Cost leadership,
Cost leadership,
differentiation, focus.
Cost leadership, differentiation and focus.
focus.
Fantastic. Now they are saying focus has to be given. Focus has to be given. Focus has to be given to what? Focused leadership, also focused differentiation also. Now indirectly, that's what they are saying here. Okay. At that time, Shailija Mehta joined the organization as a new resident manager. Now, new resident manager means she can also do her execution. Leadership will also be done. She brought with considerable experience. in improving the quality of service, restaurants, banquet, everything. She immediately set out spending 2 months taking to staff on the front line by bringing a series of note-in discussions and all kept. She brought really good leadership. Now, when you are doing a really good leadership, is that a transactional leadership or transformational leadership?
Transactional.
Transaction.
Really good leadership is not transactional. Listen carefully my question and answer. Normally, when you do regular activities, it is what? Transactional. When you are going to do a turnaround strategy and bring what leadership?
Transformational.
Transformational. Very good. So listen carefully and answer. So I am indirectly telling what type of a leader she is. What type of a leader she is? Very good. So I will say yes, she wanted to be a transformational leader. She transforms everything. So by doing a turnaround strategy, she is transforming. Very good. Now what we are talking about, I'll put people in mute so that when they answer, they can do. Some of the staff members have expressed frustration that improving the services were not often heard, making them demotivated. They had a problem, but over time, she offered enthusiasm and inspired the staff to exert them. Indirectly, what I'm talking about? Indirectly, I'm talking about transformational leadership. Now, indirectly, we have told almost all the concept now. As an outcome of the project, it was decided that both in internal and external interaction, customers will be called guest and treated accordingly. All these and all stories. There was general agreement that reducing the wastage and improving the quality of services will be there. Okay. Now, listen carefully, guys. I'll come to a concept. Now, I will talk about a concept where I will say, listen carefully what I am writing. I am saying what I am trying to do is I am bringing a concept where cost is reduced, quality is more, service is more, speed is more. We call this concept as BPR. You remember what is BPR, guys?
Business
Business
process
process
re-engineering.
Very good. Business process re-engineering is what they are trying to do indirectly. Don't you think you have got the answer? Because they reduce the wastage, they improve the quality. So I told cost will be reduced, quality will be more, service will be more, speed will be more. So see the next point. It was decided that the team leader shall always work together for speedy decision. Are you confirming that it is BPR? Yes. Focused training programs. Now, focused training means what? Focused strategy they wanted to bring in according to the new system. As a result of the effort, the satisfaction level of guests improved and their loyalty reflected in the form of increasing in repeating sales. Now, what is happening? They are now trying to bring a better quality. They are the best in the world, or they are the best business practices with the world. What is called the best business practices? We call it as BM. What is BM?
Benchmarking.
Benchmarking.
Very good. Benchmarking. So indirectly, you are talking BPR is done. So only the turnaround strategy is connected. Now they are also saying they are bringing the best out of it. So after 2 years, when the organization was making profit, they were still low considering the capital employed. They said, Shailija Mehta suggested to make extensive study to do radical redesign. The moment when I say radical redesign, you will have to bring BPR, very good, business process re-engineering. Because I told you, whenever I am talking about the BPR, I told you 3 important things: fundamental rethinking, radical redesigning, dramatic improvement in terms of cost, quality, service, and speed. That's the definition. Now they have openly told radical redesigning. So what concept I am talking about? Business process re-engineering. So this is the concept I am talking about. Now tell me the answer. All this time we have told the case itself and told everything. Now beyond this, there is nothing to break in this concept. Let's go directly. Multiple choice question. Fit in project can be best related to improved leadership, improving morale, coordination, or turnaround strategy. What is the answer? Turnaround strategy. We have already told this in a way that it is going to be there. Turnaround strategy. Best tool for you to measure and set goals. What is that called?
Benchmarking.
Benchmarking. So again, that is going to be there. Okay. Now, give me a minute. I'll just take you through this. Yes. So this is without the answer. So I'll accordingly take. So the answer is turnaround strategy. Put yourself in mute. Bala, you are in live session. Don't forget. Okay. So turn around strategy. What is that you are measuring the goals for wastage in kitchen? The answer is what? The answer is benchmarking, because it
Benchmarking.
is the best business practices. The leadership is what leadership I told you?
Transformational leadership.
Transformational leadership. Very good. The suggestions made by Shailija Mehta is related to what? BPR, leverage, what? BPR. Very
BPR.
good. To succeed fresh hospitality and resorts, they need to do what? Or they need to deliver better value, improve efficiency, fixed minimum. Whether it is 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, or all the three, they say 1 and 2 is going to be very crucial, because they did not bother about the cost. They did not say fix the cost. They will only say deliver value and improve the efficiency. Like this, we will be able to answer yes. So that's an easy way for you to answer this question. Next, which of the following is more radical? This is separately apart from the case class. What is called non-structure? Guys, tell me the answer. Non-structure is called what structure here?
Network structure.
Very good. Network structure. Fantastic answer. Very good. Next, Smooth Ride and Comfort Ride are two car engineering component manufacturers. As a strategic manager of Comfort Ride, which process you would suggest to the management to have an edge over the competitor? Smooth Ride. What re-engineering we call it as?
BPR. Business process.
BPR. Very good. Business process re-engineering. Which approach of R&D to implement strategic decision you will try to do, but it is also a dangerous one. What they will try to do? New technology is the dangerous, or innovative imitator is dangerous, or a low-cost provider is dangerous? Which is
First one, sir, new technology.
First one, very good. Market the new technology product is going to be the dangerous one. Very good. Next, Jaipur market is an online market price where people all over Rajasthan come and sell their goods in charging zero commission and take 1% of the sales per month. It is defined as what? Intent, idea, definition, and
business model, sir.
Business model.
Business
Very good. Very good. Business model, because that's the model. Their model is zero commission and at least take 1%. Don't say business intent, because we talk about your VMO, mission, objects, and goals. Definition is going to be, who defined business, guys?
Peter.
Who defined business? Peter F. Drucker. So Peter F. Drucker. So anyways, they are not saying that you will have to bring a commission and all like this. Okay. Cupo, a honey brand, decided to start. Now I'll put everyone in mute. Okay. Now listen carefully. You don't need to tell the answer, because it becomes very simple. Cupo, a honey brand, decided to start a new brand from the ginger candy. That means there is a spin-off of the existing product. When I say spin-off of the existing product, what diversification it is? Concentric. Very good. Concentric diversification. Because we told based on PTM, it will change. What is PTM? Process, technology, and marketing. Very good. Now that's all is your MCQ. We were doing it really, really good. And now we'll go to the question and answer. Are we ready for the question and answer? Now we'll highlight so much on that and we can cover it accordingly relating to keywords alone. I'm not going to sit and write anything. Each organization must have competitive advantage. What are the process of it? Explain the major benefit of strategic management. Guys, do you remember this? When I was talking about this, I was telling all this in one-liner. You remember, guys?
Sir.
In your one-liner, we talked about everything that is going to be there when it comes to your point. So we told very, very clearly that one-liners has to be studied so that you will have no problem. You remember the one-liners? All these concepts we will study. We can accordingly take it forward. Now let's go and color the keyword. Strategic management is dash. Proactive or reactive?
Proactive than reactive.
More proactive than reactive. Very good. Now, what is that? They will also say, will it be a framework for all the major decision? Yes. Will they try to ensure they facilitate the organization to face the future and pathfinder for various business opportunities? Yes. Guys, do you remember all this? We told in one-liner. How many one-liner we studied in SM? close to 150 one-liners we studied. You remember? Some 140 we studied. So this and all we covered there. It serves as a dash defense mechanism.
Corporate defense mechanism.
Very good. Corporate defense mechanism. Strategic management will evolve what and what? CC and CA. What is CC and CA?
Core
Core
competency
competency and competitive advantage.
Very good. Core competency and competitive advantage. Fantastic. Now you are done with benefits of EISSM. What are the challenges faced by public sector? That is a very unique question. We have never seen this question before, but they have asked this in RTP. They are saying all the public sector units will have a challenge and all. What challenge and all they will ask? That is what we should write. Less strategy. Yes, they cannot. Sometimes they cannot diversify into unrelated business. They will enjoy only little freedom. Legislators and politicians only will take major decision. There will be a fear of media debate over the issue and chances of politicization of issues over a choice. This is a very unique question. Yes, go ahead.
Strategic number BSNL
correct. So we can remember BSNL, but there are various public sector units you can try to remember. But what I am saying, this question is very unique. We have never seen this question openly in a strategic management. So I have colored the keywords. Anyways, I said I will try to save this and give it to you in the Telegram so that you can make it easy so that we can cover. Next, dynamics of competitive strategy, market development, product development. Which matrix, guys? Answer of product. Very good. Answer of matrix. What and all they tell in answer of who developed answer of matrix? Who developed answer of matrix? Igor answer. Very good. What did he say? Market penetration, then
product
development, market development,
product development,
diversification.
market development, and
Diversification.
Very good, very good. Now, what they have asked you, market development and product development. Tell me, market development, which product, which market?
Same product, new market.
Same like existing. You will say existing product and new market. Don't say same. You will have to say existing. Product development means what?
Existing market, new product.
Same product.
New product, existing market. First product will come, market will come.
Product.
Very good. So it is called product market. Why product will come first? Because it is x-axis. Very good. Because it is x-axis, so product will come first and market will come second. That's all they have given you here, guys. There is going to be nothing as a difference. It is a growth strategy, new product, new market. If it is diversification, this is existing product and new market. That's what they will say. Product development, new product, existing market. That's what they will say. If you go and read that RTP, they will only say relating to that. Now, strategy application, they will try to bring GPS for this also. What is GPS, guys? What is the mnemonic I told you for GPS?
Vision.
Quick, expand GPS.
Geographical market.
Very good. Geographical market, product market, then
specifics
about technology and customer focus. Very good. Now you are able to see this. Very good. So GPS you can remember. And they will try to bring new competency and new product. They will try to bring product development. That's all is the answer. Very simple answer. You can accordingly take it. Now we'll go to the next one. Wood world. Guys, this and all is case-based question. So listen carefully. I wanted you to put it in mute. Once I ask you a question, you are going to tell me the answer. Wood World Limited is a company, manufactures various household furniture. Okay, they are all furniture item shop. They offer traditional design, low cost furniture, all these things they do. However, during the last couple of years, the company have been observing a fall in the market share. Now that's the keyword. So market share is coming down. This is due to the change in taste and preference, designing, quality, that and all they are not able to improve. They are really becoming bad. The customers are watching or switching away the traditional design and material of the wood world. Now, what stage are they in? Share also is not there. Growth also is
Dog.
not there.
Dog.
Dog category. Dog category, that is for BCG. Very good. Now
Divestment,
tell
sir.
me, correct, divestment. Now, I wanted to ask this, whether they are in introduction stage or maturity stage or decline stage.
Decline.
Decline state.
Very good. Decline stage. Now, that's what they would have told as an answer. See the answer carefully. You told the answer already. The wood world is having a product portfolio that is evidencing what stage? Decline stage, because they are not able to bring anything. So the product is replaced with all these things. So they have told all the story again. They have told all the story and say, these are the following options. What and all you will try to do, guys, if you are a CEO? What you will
Divestment
do?
and the strategy.
Very good. Divestment you will do and diversification you will do. Very good. Invest in the new product development and switch over to the latest design. Second, you will acquire or you can acquire or take over the competitor. Mergers and acquisition you will do. Or you will consider unrelated growth. You will identify the areas for expansion by doing what strategy? By doing what strategy?
Conglomerate.
What is, hey, TO போட்டிருக்கேன். What is TO? Turnaround strategy you will try to do, because you will try to find out very easily accordingly. Then in longer run, they will divest the existing product, and then because they are saying it is extremely unattractive. So what they will use as a keyword, they will divest the existing product. Are you clear with all these keywords? Yes. Now the next one, strategic management process. What are the major components? Guys, major components of good mission statement. What are the tips you will write? Tell me quickly. Tips to write missions. Yeah, it should be unique. Very good. It should be unique to the organization.
Be simple. Simple இருக்கணும். Catch.
அத இந்த உன் கதையெல்லாம் சொல்லக்கூடாது. நான் சொன்ன கீவேர்டு சொல்லணும். நீ பாட்டுக்கு அடிச்சு ஓடக்கூடாது. What is there in the study material? What did I tell you? Do you remember, guys? Okay, I'll write this. You will answer. Pala, don't write like what you are doing in the BCom examination. Okay, now I will expand this. Now we'll tell this. You will tell me the expansion. What is BPS? Business emphasis, path for development,
Special identity.
இப்ப ஞாபகம் வருதா எல்லாம்? Very good. Then we told CTC. You remember? CTC. You remember? What is CTC?
Competencies,
technology, and customer group has to be targeted. Now, when you try to do this, these 2 points will be connected, and the mission should not be to make a profit. It is for doing a service, not only for making a profit. Now, how did I make you remember, guys? I told you BPS plus CTC plus unique. You remember this? I told in the class. Do you remember, guys? When we told in the class,
sir.
we told about this. Yes, this is what they will say. Next, what are the key areas? Adutha question polam, because the answer is done. BPS, CTC, and unique. What is BPS? Business emphasis, path for development, special identity. What is CTC? Competency, technology, and customer focus. Customer group, and it should be unique. It should not be to make a profit. So I will say no profit. Easy to remember. This point we did not add, and it is not there in the study material. However, you can include this also when you write the examination. Are you clear? Next, what are the key areas that the strategic planner will concentrate on the desired result? Very simple, guys. They will concentrate on profit. Now, I told you the characteristics of objectives. You remember? Achieving desired result is what? Objective. How many characteristics are there in objectives? Quick. Numbers. How many numbers? There are some 10 objectives I told you. Very good. So profit you will concentrate. Productivity you will concentrate. Competition, employee development, employee relation, technological leadership, public responsibility. Again, this question is unique. So I wanted you to mark it important and study. You cannot find this question very easily in the question paper, but they have asked them. So there might be a chance that they can ask this question unique. So mark it very important. People who are watching this video also, I'm making it very simple and straight that there are certain questions which they will not be repeated regularly, but there will be questions like this also. So I wanted you to remember it and take it forward. Okay. Next, corporate level strategy, mergers and acquisition. I already told you guys, how many types of mergers and acquisitions are there?
HVCC.
Very good. HVCC. What is HVCC?
Horizontal, vertical,
concentric,
conglomerate.
And conglomerate.
Co-generic,
Co-generic.
and conglomerate. Concentric will come for what?
acquisition,
Acquisitions.
Diversification varum, co-generic merger varum. Diversification concentric. You remember, guys? I don't know why you are messing it up, but still you will know what it is. For other people, for the people who are watching this for the first time, they will know what I am talking about. Horizontal merger, vertical merger, co-generic merger, conglomerate. They have told what is merger and acquisition, what is merger, what is acquisition. Don't even ask me to explain this point. This is what you would have studied in AS 14, correct? So mergers and acquisition. So I'm not going to sit and explain, because merger means when two or more companies come together to expand the operation. For people who have no idea, I am coloring the keywords. When two or more companies expand their business operation, it is merger. When one organization takes over the other organization, it is called acquisition. Are we clear with this? Next question. Shall we go to the next question, guys? Polama.
Yes, sir.
Airline industry in India is highly competitive with several players. Business faces severe competition and aggressive market themselves with each other. Luxury Jet is a private Delhi-based company with fleet size of 9 small aircraft with seating capacity ranging between 6 to 9 seats. All these are unnecessary points. They don't need to bother about what all this. Now let's go directly to the point. These aircrafts are chartered by big business house and high net worth individuals. With customized tourism package, the aircrafts are often hired. Now, what is the Michael Porter generic strategy that they will follow? Guys, when we are specializing this, Michael Porter strategy.
focus,
Differentiation, sir.
focus,
Don't tell all the strategy you know. How many strategies are there for Michael Porter?
Cost leadership, differentiation.
What are they? Cost leadership, differentiation,
focus.
Now, when they wanted to do something unique, when they wanted to aggressively market, cost leadership or differentiation? Differentiation, because it is going to be unique. The answer. That's what they will say. Now listen carefully. It faces the stiff competition. So Luxury Jet has attempted to create a niche market. That means nobody else has done it before by adopting focused differentiation. That means their focus is exclusively not on cost leadership, because differentiation. Up a keyword in uniqueness. Maintain strict schedule. Several advantages they will provide. Time flexibility they will provide. Most comfortable, safe and secure they provide. It is for both business and private use. Whoever wanted can use this. Avladhan keyword. Are we clear with this? I've told only the keyword. So tuck, you will be able to understand the answer. Are you guys clear till this? This is focused leadership. Remember these points. Whenever they ask you focus differentiation, please remember these points. Unique, schedule proper, many advantages, flexibility, where you are making the customer very safe. Whatever use, they will try to give it. Are we clear? This is again a very unique question. So you can try to remember and study, because we are covering the whole of the book in the class. But still, there will be case-based questions, which you will have to understand based on whatever concept only I do. Business level strategy. Next is business level. Our Rajiv Arya is a owner of electrical appliance that will manufacture domestic vacuum cleaner. There are 4 other manufacturers where with similar products and sales, they will try to do. The supplier base for procurement of raw material is so very large that there are multiple suppliers. Identify the Michael Porter 5 forces rule. Guys, how many forces are there?
5, sir.
5 are there. How did you remember?
TB square R.
TB square R. Very good. 2T. Threat of new entrants, threat from substitutes, bargaining power of customer, bargaining power of supplier, rivalry among current players. Now what? Yes, here they are saying there are 4 manufacturers. Current rival firms are also there. Now when rival firms, openly they are telling what is your Michael Porter 5 forces rule.
Rivalry among
current players. Very good. Now next question. Rivalry among current players is otherwise called
competition.
Very good. Avladha answer. See the answer here. Avladha answer. The competitive rivalry is the significant force. Avladha point is clear. Now you can say if there is competition, you will say if at all you wanted to dominate, where we studied the dominate position. Dominant, strong, ADL matrix. Very good. Very good. So they will say, if at all you wanted to be in the competition, you should be in a position to dominate the market. So ADL matrix is connected here. It has got no connection. We are connecting because conceptually we are very strong. So large number of patents are there. So there will be large number of small suppliers. You will have to be dominant so that you will have to become a monopoly inside that. There is no information given regarding substitutes or bargaining power of customer. They are saying directly compete with other people and they will try to reduce it. So competition only is going to be the keyword. This is going to be the answer you will have to actually write. Others and all are stories. What is that they are saying? Competitive rivalry will be significant in Rajiv areas as rivals are similar in their size and products. The large number of patents it will make hard for the new entrants to break into the market. New entrant cannot come because competitive level they are really big strong. Now, when I talked about this ADL matrix or Michael Porter 5 forces rule, what example I told you for the dominant, strong, favorable, tenable, weak? What example I told you?
Telecommunications.
Telecommunication. Now, if the Geo is not coming as a new entrant, who was actually successful at that time?
Airtel.
Now, indirectly, Rajiv Arya's way is only relating to Airtel because he wanted to compete with all the other people and to ensure there is no other word on substitutes and bargaining power. They are talking only about the competitive rivalry. So that is the keyword I wanted you to understand and remember. Are we clear? So if you write this again and again, the answer is going to be over. I gave you the points for competition. Yes. Next. A startup company is thinking of launching a low-cost detergent powder. Market of the product is already dominated by a big player. What you will try to do? You are advised to put forward your suggestions to deal with the barrier of entry barrier while launching the low-cost detergent product. Yes, threat of new entrants. Enna barrier they are asking you. So we should ensure, we should tell them the suggestions to the management so that you will not have a problem in entry barrier. What and all you will say? You will say create a price advantage that is competitive. Focus on a single product in comparison to the multiple product. Do one product properly. Produce and sell it at a low cost. Then have a strong financial strength so that the FMCG will not be able to do. Let's take for an example. There are various academies who take like CA, CMA, CS, ACC and all. Now I wanted to compete with them. SHREE RAJAMATHANGI Academy wants to compete with the big players like them. What I will have to concentrate, think in that example and tell me, I'll have to put my price advantage competitive. I should concentrate on my project, why my subjects only, so that I will become strong in teaching you law, EISSM, economics and auditing. I'll produce and sell only, give only low cost products and services. My financial self will become stronger because I'm only a startup. So I will know how to bring the source of capital because my investment is not too much because I'm not a big FMCG. What is FMCG? Fast moving consumer goods. So I don't need to bother. So I will identify the customer segment directly and I will never bother about anything else. Once I get hold and get the brand, then I can improve my market. That's what I'm doing right now. Then identify the environmental factors and ensure all the other schemes, extra special schemes and all I should give when I take class, so that you will come to me. And majorly, the products and services should be qualitative and made in India, so that many customers are coming. Team of experts and dedicated management professionals should be there, so that I can develop my academy when I compare it with FMCG. Are you clear with this? Now, till 5 chapters we have completed. I hope you are becoming really strong on that. I'll give you 5 minutes break. I wanted you to concentrate on whatever I have told till now. 5 minutes break I'll give you. Then we'll start with 6th chapter, 7th chapter, and 8th chapter, and we will complete our RTP session. Are you guys clear? Shall we take a break and come? 5 minutes I'll give you. Thank you. Come back after. Yes, guys. So now we will start with chapter number 6. I told you corporate level strategies is chapter number 4. Business level strategies is chapter number 5. Functional level strategies is chapter number 6. So only when we are talking about diversification, merger, this and all, we were talking in chapter number 4. Michael Porter strategy, Michael Porter 5 forces rule and all we told in chapter number 5, because it is business level. Functional level, what we will study, guys? What we will study in functional level strategy?
Departments, sir.
Departments, very good. So we will go directly to the departments and try to find out what and all is going to be there. Projected financial statement is a central strategy implementation technique. A very unique question. They are talking about the finance strategy. So what and all you should try to prepare when you wanted to do a projected financial statement analysis? Very simply, you will have to forecast the impact. Now that alone is not going to be the important factor. What and all you will prepare? Guys, when I say financial statements, what you will remember?
Balance sheet.
Where you will?
Statement.
Where you will? Correct. Tell me, you remember in law, section 2, subsection 40. Correct. Balance sheet, P&L account, cash flow statement, then
Statement of changes in equity.
Statement of changes in equity, if applicable. Very good. Explanatory notes. Now here, that's what they are indirectly saying. Projected income statement and balance sheet should be there. Financial ratios should be there. Financial budget should be there as a document. Adanalda nama cash flow statement, fund flow statement, we will try to bring. Financial budgeting has to be there, where you will try to see most productive and profitable use, so that you can try to find what is the future forecast accordingly. So all these keywords are going to be there, so that you will say it is a central statutory implementation technique. Please remember these keywords, write the keywords if you want, so that it becomes easier. Financial budget will make you complete the strategy implementation. Financial budgeting will be most productive and profitable when you wanted to forecast the future. All these are the keywords. Anyways, I said I will save this and I'll put that in the Telegram also. So there is nothing to worry. Next. So what is this? We wanted to say modern marketing is highly promotion oriented. Guys, the moment when I tell promotion, where we studied this? Quick. In marketing, what did we study?
Strategy.
Very good. Marketing. In marketing, what did we study? 7 P's and 4 C's. What
Yes,
is
sir.
the 7 P's?
Product,
What are the
price,
Price, place,
Promotion.
Very good. Product, price, place, promotion.
Promotion.
Now we are talking about what? A promotion. Promotion is C in communication. Now that's what they are asking you. I told you promotion is a very important question. Out of the 7P, 4P we told. What are called expanded marketing mix?
People.
People. Very good. Then process.
Physical
Evidence. Physical evidence. Very good. Now I'm not talking about all this. I'm talking only about promotion. So when I say promotion, I will say PAPS. Remember this as a mnemonic. Write it and keep if you want. What is PAPS? Personal selling, advertising, publicity, and sales promotion. Please, I will color the keywords. Please mark it important. I will use a different color. What personal selling means? Personal selling means
Face
what?
to face.
Direct
Face-to-face.
face-to-face interaction, high degree of personal attention,
Attention.
only one customer at a time, and it is not cost effective. How many people, if you do individually one by one, how many people will you meet per day? Maximum 5-6 people to convince and get that product. That will be oldest communication. Advertising means what? Advertising, I'll use a different color. It is a non-personal, flexible and dynamic promotion method, because when you advertise, many people will see. Obviously, it will be very effective. The sale of the product and amount cannot be directly measured because you do not know from how many people are coming from the advertisement. Some will see the advertisement and go. So we should be very careful about it. Next, publicity. Again, when you do publicity, it is not personal. Non-personal means what? Openly, you will do it in the media. Are we clear? Openly, when you do it in the media, you will ensure that you will have a problem. Publicity, you will publicize product, brand, promotion, business, everything without paying anything. That's the keyword. Press release, press conference, reports, etc. Just like that, you go to the theater and come outside, there will be 45 to 50 YouTube channels who will be standing outside for asking a review. Correct? So there will not be anyone who is like without being there. Person who would have seen is only 30 people, but 50 people, YouTubers, will be standing outside. Publicity, they wanted to show. Sales promotion, very simple. What is not covered in personal selling, what is not covered in advertising, what is not covered in publicity will be there under sales promotion. See what I'm saying? It includes all the activities that are undertaken to promote the business, but not specifically included in the above three. Not included in the above three is going to be the point. So anything that is not mentioned in the above three, they will say put all this under sales promotion. That's what they will say, like discount, contest, money for refund, exhibition, kiosk, whatever you try to say, any discounts, all this and all is going to be what? Is going to be your promotion. Are you clear with this heading? PAPS. Next, strategic supportive culture. I already told you short notes question they will ask you. See, beautifully they have asked it only through short notes. Strategic culture is otherwise called what? Strategic supportive culture. So I will color the keywords. We can go and mark it. It will promote good strategy, execute. What is that I told you? For every corporate, there will be different corporate culture, different strategies that will be taken care. So they will say it will be proper in value, practices, behavioral norms, good strategy, execution, it will be there. It will be very supportive if you do. You will listen to the customer, encourage the employees, and high degree of decision making will be there. It will be complete execution of a strategy. All this, if you do, it is strategic supportive culture. Please remember that these are the keywords I have told, so you can underline when you get an RTP copy also. So good strategy, all the values, practices, and behavioral norms. So that's what the same thing here also we told. Strategy supportive, all the proper listening to customer is most important. Encourage employee, decision making, and good execution you will do. Already we told good execution. Okay, now how you will try to do a work environment should match with the culture so that your job is easy. Genuinely, you should feel better about the job and work environment and properly do all this with the enthusiasm. This and all is story. This and all is story. So there is going to be nothing that you will try to talk about beyond this. Next, Summer Electronics is engaged in manufacturing and selling of consumer electronic goods. The company is rated the best when it comes to customer satisfaction. Now, slowly what will happen? Such adverse impact. Slowly it affected the internal environment because of the pandemic. Negative impact started getting. To survive and to retain the business, they started outsourcing. So what organizational structure when I say outsourcing?
Network.
Network. Very good.
Network.
That's all is the answer. Our story is ready. Now the organization is scattered outside. with all the business, and that's going to be there. What type of organizational structure we are going to maintain? The answer is transitioning into network structure. Easy. We have already told the keywords here. Network structure. What are the network structure keyword we told? It is a non-structure. It is virtualization, because virtual organization, because you will outsource it. It is non-hierarchical. It is cobweb. It is unstable. And you need strong need for innovation and quick response. Very simple, guys. Everything you will not do it within the environment. When it is within the environment, you say structure. When you outsource it, you will call it as non-structure. You will call it as virtual. You will call it as non-hierarchical, because when it is within the organization, it is hierarchical. When it is outside the organization, it is non-hierarchical. Cobweb. When the spider wants to develop something, they call this as cobweb. Like that, network structure will be there. Unstable, and you need for the innovation and strategic response. So you will have to contract with the people when it is outsourcing. Long-term contract is always better, that they will replace. And there are some disadvantages also. So many potential customers is a problem. Coordination is not going to be easy. Level of confidence will be not enough, because everything is not happening within the organization. It is outsourced. So remember, one of the organizational structure I told, very important for your exam. So network structure, they are asked in RTP. Adutadu strategy implementation and control. Yes, go ahead.
நெட்வொர்க் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்னால நம்மளோட பேட்டன்ட் எல்லாம் வெளில லீக் ஆகிறதுக்கு பாசிபிலிட்டி இருக்குல்ல சார்?
Possibility ரொம்ப rare. For example, if you at all you have any copyright, they would have registered under intellectual property rights, and they would have got a copyright under Copyright Act 1957. Because you get a copyright, if somebody else uses, you can penalize them through the intellectual property rights. So when Copyright Act, for example, simple as we have a YouTube video. That YouTube video, somebody else is taking that video and snipping that, and they are trying to put that in the in their channel, or they are using a A.R. Rahman music and putting that as a background music in YouTube. Will they allow? Will there be a copyright issue? Yes. Appa disclaimer nu kuduthirupaan. They would have told, as per the Copyrights Act, we have accordingly ensured that all the rules and regulations are followed. If they are not giving that as a disclaimer, Copyright Act badi adivaangu. So because it is outsourcing and all, they cannot try to use your copyrights or patents or whatever, because if you have protected it, great. You will never have a problem. Are you clear? So that is your copyrights related network structure. Now, strategy implementation control. Zumba Robo, an electronic robo manufacturing company, they have it. Over a period of time, it started to lose the grip on the market because they started to weaken. What type of audit? What type of audit you will study in SM, guys? Audit
Strategy audit.
Strategy audit. Who defined a strategy audit? Richard Rumelt. You remember?
Yes, sir.
So I am talking about Richard Rumelt. Richard, you know the spelling, Rumelt. Now, only one audit is there. That's what they are talking about, saying the strategy audit has to be done. Very simple. Strategy audit, if you do, in the question, you can start writing. You can say where the changes will happen, you will find. Where you will have to find the weakness, you will have to do. Where there is a shortcoming, you will find. Where and all successful development you should do. Where and all strategic management is no longer matching, you will have to do. So that if you do a strategy audit, this is the conclusion. Based on the strategy audit, you can improve the business performance by conducting audit. Very unique question, but start concentrating, because they have asked this in RT. Are we clear? One more question that is there. Strategic control. How many types? Guys, how many types are there? Before we go to the answer.
4 types.
How many types are there? 4 types. Very good. How did you remember?
Special IPS.
Special IPS. Very good. Special IPS is how you will remember. What is special IPS? Special alert control. Implement. This is special, correct? This is implementation. I. Premises control, P. Strategic surveillance is yes. Special IPS. Very good. So they are saying when you implement or when you develop the strategy, there are 4 types. Premises control means what? Based on your premises, you will do continuous monitoring. Surveillance is unfocused. You will cover the anticipated information or uncover unanticipated. Special alert control, unexpected events. See the keywords that I will color. Instead of rounding it down, I will color. They will say premises control is systematic and continuous monitoring. It will verify the validity and accuracy. It is unfocused and it will cover anticipated information. Aதாவது uncover unanticipated means cover anticipated. Special alert control, unexpected events. What are the unexpected events? Examples and all, I'm using a different color. What are unexpected events? Sudden change in the government is unexpected. Natural calamity is unexpected. Unexpected merger and acquisition, industrial disaster, and any events that trigger the review. All are unexpected. Implementation control, you will convert all the plans into proper actions. They will convert proper planned actions to ensure that you have a step. So that implementation control, if you do, all the changes in the overall strategy you can do. That is what is there in special IPS. With that, what are we completing? We are completing what? We are completing the RTP. We have decoded the RTP. Anyways, I said I will share this file also. So fantastic that we were able to concentrate on all these things that is there in your RTP. We will upload this in the YouTube because many people who are in YouTube will try to take it. Please share this to the maximum possible extent so that it will reach many people who think EISSM is tough, but it is not actually tougher. So you can make it easily. Now there are 2-3 announcements that I will try to do it. So you can accordingly take it forward. Now, what is the first thing I will tell is we have the recorded classes for EISSM, law, auditing, and economics from my subjects. So you can accordingly take it forward. You can share it with the people. I will put the WhatsApp number in the description of YouTube so that you can accordingly take it also. After this, we are in Instagram daily putting reels. 365 days, we are putting reels with the videos and the comedy things and other things. Comedy means not the comedy, but concept related and all we say. We say padam parthu kadai sol. Based on the comedy, we bring the concept of strategic management. We bring the concept of EIS and making it. So it will be really helpful. So this is what our plan is. So I will upload this and I will share the YouTube link also so that you can share it with all the people. We will go to the next video later on law or auditing, depending on my flow. We can accordingly take it and we'll make it really, really strong. Are we clear? Thank you, dears, for all the support. I hope this November 22 is your last attempt for your exams. And next time we are meeting only for CA5. Okay. Thank you, dears. Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. See you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. See you.